Good morning, Steve. I'm going to try this again. My phone is giving me troubles, and that's what I use to film my videos. If you hear me sniffling, I have some serious allergies going on. We moved a whole bunch of compost this weekend, and I'm all stuffy. Anyway, here is your watch. All completed, all reloomed. There's a little bit of darkening around this loom window here. That's from the corrosion of the salt-based loom that used to be there. It ate away at the chromium around the edge. There isn't anything I can do about that, but I don't think it looks bad at all. This is the sweep as I've redone it. This is what dead stock looks like. As a comparison, this is my all original 6105. This one's never been apart. It's never, I've rebuilt it, but it's original to itself. And you can see the color of its sweep with the light pale pink that the red fades out to. And so that's typically what I match against. Now I can change yours if you want. I can make it white if you'd like. But it definitely would have come with a red stoplight hand. So much so that it didn't even occur to me to ask you if you wanted that, which is silly of me. I should have asked. But as you can see, we do a pretty good job of matching that color so yours looks stock and correct and original. Okay, let's talk about the time grapher. You were getting in I think the 200s for amplitude, which is the number we really care about. 244. Just chunking along. So I'm very happy, very, very, very happy with these numbers. It's running very steadily. Very happy. We had to replace a few parts. Let me move this. Your watch had some problems. Whoever worked on it last had not really done a decent job. There were a couple things they just didn't quite know what they were doing, and so they made some mistakes that unfortunately cost you. Your mainspring barrel, the mainspring barrels in these things, they're filled with the grease, and over time with the spring winding wearing back and forth, it fills that grease with metal shavings, and so you have to get that out and clean it up. Otherwise, it can really destroy the barrel. But they didn't do that. They took the top off and they added oil. And what that does is it turns this mixture of grease and metal shavings into a thing called a cutting slurry. It's just this abrasive goo, and it ate everything inside your barrel. So all four components of the barrel had to go, which is the top and the bottom of the barrel, and the mainspring and the arbor. Also, your center wheel and your cannon pinion were bad. So those had to be replaced. Interesting, by the way, this is a 6309 center wheel, not a 6105. I mean, they're essentially the same, but they have a slightly different configuration on the wheel. I just wonder how that got in there. So anyway, those parts are there. But despite having to replace these parts, you're going to be getting back a credit because that's your original insert. I put in the new insert, and I didn't like the way it looked. Now this one was all pushed up and popped out and warped. So I worked and I flattened it out so that we could get it so it was nice and even and flush the way it was supposed to be. I had to reloom this pip because that popped out with the flexing, but I put that back together. I straightened it as best I could. You still got the divot over here, but it's much better looking than any alternative. And now your watch is original. So that's good. So you just need to think about what you want me to do with that pip. And now I'm going to take a bunch of photographs, and that should be it. Okay, thank you.